Hello, everyone, and welcome to the post-game press conference for game number 11. Ended in a victory for Gukesh. We will be doing the press conference in a different way today. None of us really knows the feelings of losing an important game such as this one, so I will give the world champion an opportunity to answer questions first, and when we're done, he may go get himself together. So prepare your questions, please, quickly. We'll do a few questions. I'll ask him a couple of questions, and then we will continue the second half by giving Gukesh the opportunity to answer some questions as well. So first, your impressions of this game. It was a very complicated game, irrational in many ways, and also on move 4, you spent quite some time thinking. Your general impressions of this game that was played?
Yeah, it's a very difficult game for me. Move 4, I'm already wondering if this is the right move. I remember once I played this against Adiban in a rapid tournament, but I forgot what to do with the other moves. And he played this, also came a surprise, so I had to think once again. So these 40 minutes just went nowhere. Calculate some nonsense variations. And then, yes, I have many options, like A5, also, I don't know, maybe E5 is also playable. And then I went for this. Here, yeah, he played, I think, the best move, G3, to allow attack his D3 pawn and he defending this way. I think this is the critical moment which I played a horrible move, G6. I missed A4. Yeah. I should have played E6, maybe the position not so bad. After G6, my bishop is clearly out of play. And I don't think I have any chance after that.
It seemed like you had some chances. He didn't necessarily play perfectly from this moment on, and it was a dynamic position. Obviously, mistakes in this kind of irrational situation. Do you feel like your final mistake, part of it was due to your initial time issue, or was it the emotion of the moment?
Here I thought I'm fine after knight c6, but I missed knight a3. Very strong idea to give up this pawn, doubling on b5 and playing on dark squares. My bishop is totally out of place, not on e7. It's a very bad place on h6. I don't know where I can improve. Maybe after knight e1, maybe I can have to play this. But after c5, still very, very difficult.
So you felt under heavy pressure right from here, I mean, the last few moves?
Yes, after knight h3, I sense the difficulty of the game.
We've seen you bounce back before in World Championship matches. How does, after very difficult losses as well, is it possible to reflect on the strength that you got to bounce back then to make a bounce back now?
Yeah, last time also in the 12th round, I made a comeback with white pieces. So tomorrow I will definitely try.
Reporters, I'll give you a chance to ask a few questions now and allow him to go if you have any questions for the world champion.
Ding, a question from Ulrich Stock, German newspaper Die Zeit. Why did you choose to play d4 in the opening, which is can get pretty wild and committal in the last games? We got the impression that you try to keep everything in balance.
And maybe I should have played e6, considering what happens in the game. But I thought I know something in d4, but I don't know what the way he played.
Next question.
Abhidaya from Chess India. My question is to Gukesh. When you thought for about 1 hour...
I'm sorry, the question has to be directed to Ding. We're limited to Ding. We will ask Gukesh a question afterwards.
MyClimateChess.com. Obviously, my question is for the world champion. During that long think, when you were before you played knight f6, were you only looking at knight f6 and trying to remember variations, or what were some other options in your mind that you were considering?
Yeah, here I think if that takes very dangerous because you can develop very quickly. Bishop d3 and then castle, bishop b2, e4 like this. Here, yes, I saw calculate some nonsense.
Thank you.
No more questions? All right, we'll allow the world champion to take some time to compose himself. Thank you very much for answering those questions. We really appreciate the time you spent with us.